Hey amigos, how's it going? It's after work and I'm gonna go do the thing that I love to do the most, what I daydream about while I'm at work when I get home. And oh, and by the way, if you might ask, those of you who are used to seeing me on YouTube, why are you wearing the glasses, tramp? Well, I'm just wearing these glasses so that my eyes do not reveal the obvious. And no, I'm not stoned, I don't do that. Anyway, I've been fiddling with this Evo Softail for the last several weeks, or a week and a half, or whatever you want to call it. I gave you guys a few updates on the thing, and here's what I'm doing now. Excuse me, I have to turn the radio down so YouTube doesn't flag me for copyright infringement. Okay, and I'm gonna unplug this fan. Okay, check it out. Alright, here it is. As you can see, I'm putting on some handlebars. I actually think this motorcycle looks pretty righteous with these bars. I mean, they're not overkill and they're not underkill. It actually looked like they belong on there. Put on this sissy bar over here for the missus. And I'm just getting this motorcycle ready and I'm getting to know it a little bit better. I really didn't think I was going to get to know it as well as I have gotten to know it now. But anyway, as I got these gas tanks off to try to see if I have any room for any more slack for the wiring and stuff for these controls, I started noticing loose wires that didn't go anywhere. Curiosity got the best of me, and I noticed, which you're not going to see this because I already have this gas tank put back on here, but check this out. There's a sensor right here. This is called the VOES sensor. Now I don't know if the new bikes have them anymore. I really don't even know if fuel injected bikes have them, but I know definitely carbureted Harleys have these. And these have to do with basically regulating the advance on your motorcycle depending on RPMs, load, speed, stuff like that, to prevent engine knock. So one of the wires that I found that didn't go anywhere was on that sensor. And I thought to myself, why is that not even hooked up? What's going on here? And so I know that wire, I know that it goes to the ECM, which is the electronic control module, which is basically, you know, controls your ignition. Well, so I started looking for the ECM and I couldn't find it. All I could find was this pigtail right here, which goes to the ECM, but there is no ECM. So I thought to myself, how in the world is this motorcycle even running? So I got curious, and then I thought only one thing, and only one thing only, could make this motorcycle run without an ECM, and no, it's not points. So I got curious and I took the nose cone cover off. Alright, now that's enough of my yammering my hammer. I tend to talk too much. I'm a little long-winded. It is now a few days later, and so far here's what I got going on. I got my hardware stuff figured out. I've got a windshield put on. The gas tanks are all put on. I've got the wiring all put back together as it was with stock. And I've got the sissy bar put on. And I've got a brand new Mustang seat. The seat that my missus and I were originally riding on this motorcycle. It was a very comfortable seat, for me that is. But for her, there was so much cush on the seat that it would bottom out, and she could feel the curvature of the fender, and it was literally kicking her tail. So we had to do something about that. Never had Mustang seats before. If it was aftermarket, I'd always bought LaPera, and LaPera is usually known for one thing and one thing only. As on the Tramp, they're not known for comfort, but they're just known for looking cool. I mean, look at that. But however, this seat isn't necessarily comfortable, it's just doable. We got now the seat on this Softail that is doable and comfortable all at the same time. The next big feature to get done is to replace these tires. The tread's not that bad on them, but they're not that great either. Also, I have to show you guys what I found as far as the ignition is concerned. This is the ignition that I found in here. It's not stock, it's an S&S high 4N ignition system. And I was able to print out these instructions off of the internet about this ignition system to tell me what all this thing does. I pulled the carburetor back out of it again since my last video. I wanted to change the jets in it. I was running a 50 idle jet and a 190 main jet, and those were kind of big. That's pretty much what you use on a stock twin cam. So I went ahead and put a 45 idle jet in there and a 180 main jet. It gets 37 miles to the gallon at the moment. I think it can get better than that, but it's a whole lot better than 27 miles to the gallon. With a 5-gallon tank, that should get me about 185 miles on a full tank. That's pretty plenty. Now, why so much attention on this bike? What's my other reason? This is the bike that I'm going to ride 700 miles to a place called Grafton, Illinois, for an event called the Midwest Moto Meetup that was started by the 5 dirty bikers. But you guys correct me if it was all 5 of you guys or the Great Egret and D-Cycle alone. But there's a group called the 5 dirty bikers who are putting on this MMM, this Midwest Moto Meetup. And their names are the Great Egret, D-Cycle, Tony Cox, Wet Banana Moto, and Kid Moto 22. I'll leave a link to these guys' channels down in the description so you can check them out. But why not the Tramp? Well, honestly guys, I would like to ride the Tramp, but I would like for my wife to go with me even more. And it doesn't mean that the both of us can't ride on that motorcycle, but what's best for the both of us at the same time is not that motorcycle. And I love my wife more than I love that motorcycle. So we're going to take this motorcycle. It's a lot better for traveling. You know, for the two of us, we can definitely carry more stuff on it. I have a luggage rack that's going to go on the back of the sissy bar. I have 2 of them to choose from, so I can strap stuff to the back of the sissy bar. And I have some saddlebags that I'm going to put on here. I got several saddlebags to choose from. I have 4 pair. And my other reason for installing these handlebars is so that I can also stuff things in between the handlebars and the windshield. So it's not about the motorcycle, at least I don't think it is. You know, you 5 dirty bikers, correct me if I'm wrong, is it about the motorcycle or is it not? To me, I just want to meet everybody and I want to hang out with everybody. I want to be able to, you know, enjoy each other's company. And to me it's about the people more than it is about the motorcycle. Of course, I do look forward to seeing everybody's motorcycle. I'm sorry I won't be riding the Tramp though. However, if there's a second Midwest Moto Meetup, then I will ride the Tramp. But I want this moment to be special with me and my wife as well. We always do things together when it comes to motorcycles. Very rarely I do things by myself. The video of mine with the Crossroads was the first time I ever took a trip without my wife. But we plan to do that again sometime, but that's useless knowledge. So that's it about this bike. I think I've pretty much covered it. Like I said, I need tires. I need to fix the rear brake. The rear brake rotor for some reason is warped, and I need to replace that. I've been getting to know this motorcycle very well so far. I didn't realize I was going to be working on it so much. But it's all really small stuff. But it's small stuff that can end up being a big deal if you don't address them. It's my first big twin Evo, and all my motorcycling life I've been running 2050 oil on all my bikes, but I had no idea that Evos run better with 60 weight oil in it. Because today, when we took it on a ride, I had a lot of engine noise going on. I changed the oil about 3 weeks ago, put 2050 in it, and man, the engine noise is crazy. So it seems to like the 60 weight oil better. And if that doesn't solve it completely, I have an oil cooler I'm going to put on this thing. So yeah, I said I like knowing what I have underneath me. I'm definitely getting to know it. But that's about it. And thank you guys for watching so much. I appreciate your attention. And you new guys who clicked on this for whatever reason, even though this video is for those who have subscribed to me already, and I appreciate you guys who have. This is mainly for those who are going to the Midwest Moto Meetup. But if you guys who are new and haven't heard of the thing, go to Great Egret's YouTube link, and there's a link on that, if I'm correct, how to get some info about the Midwest Moto Meetup. And if you're interested in going to it, you can, as far as I know, you can already still RSVP, but I don't think there's many spots left. Anyway, thank you guys for watching again, and you new guys for giving it a click. I don't know what I'm going to film next, but subscribe if you want to see more videos coming up, and I'll try to keep it interesting. This is probably one of my most uninteresting videos, except for those who are going to the Midwest Moto Meetup. and those who are looking forward to meeting me, and me looking forward to meeting y'all. So you guys be good to yourselves, and I look forward to seeing you in about 3 weeks now. But who knows, I think this video might get uploaded a week later, so maybe 2 weeks. But however, I look forward to seeing you guys. Thanks a lot.